You don't have to be in hell to realize you want to be in heaven. And what I mean by that is hell in this context is, being broke, you're overweight, you're stuck, and you're messed up, basically. That's what it is. You're a bum, right? Hey guys, my name is Dini and welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be talking about how to become super disciplined and super successful. The chances are, if you're watching this video, you're not where you want to be in life, and you're stuck and you're trying to figure out how to become the best version of yourself. So that's what we're going to be talking about in today's video. So yeah, make sure to smash the like button, hit the subscribe if you're new to the channel, and without any further ado, let's get on with this. So yeah, how do you become super disciplined and super successful? Well, you gotta first realize, it starts off by realizing that you're not where you wanna be. You're not in the condition that you wanna be in physically, financially, and everything, right? So you have to become self-aware. I really believe if you can critique yourself and realize, you're not anywhere, right? You haven't achieved anything. That's when you start to make actual plans to move forward. If you hype yourself up too much, or you're living in some sort of a fantasy, you don't make plans to, live a better reality. Okay, so first step, to realize that you're not where you want to be. So if you're trying to lose weight, you have to realize that you are overweight, right? If you're broke, you got to realize that you're broke, and you got to make plans to not be broke. And so that's the first step, realizing and being self-aware. If you're not self-aware, then that's a problem. That's a major problem, because now you're delusional, right? You have too much ego. You don't want to be real to yourself. So that's a big problem. So step number one, realize. So step number two, make plans. Once you realize that you're not where you want to be, you got to make plans to be where you want to be, right? So in this sense, part of planning is, there's a lot to do with planning. There's a lot. So one of the ways, one of the things that a lot of people mess up with is, social media consumption, or generally overconsumption. You consume too much, right? So you're on social media too much, on your phone too much. And that's why I really always look to maintain a healthy level of consumption and production. We all consume and we all produce, but the aim is to produce more than you consume. Otherwise, if you consume more than you produce, then you're basically a nobody, because you're always on the net, you're always watching other people, and you're not changing anything in your life, right? And you don't want to be that guy that is always, watching others but isn't watching, themselves, right? So you have to be watching yourself more than you're watching others to actually have a better life, right? So cut off social media, put your phone on do not disturb. If you look at my phone, what do you see here? Do not disturb, right? So that means whenever someone calls me, whenever I get an email, whenever someone likes my picture, I don't see anything. I don't see it because my phone is on do not disturb, right? You can't be disturbed in your life. You have to live a way that you're more focused on your life, and others can't disturb yours. Once other people or other things can disturb your life, then you'll be put off by doing anything, right? If I was on Instagram all day, I wouldn't have the energy to do anything. Understand that you have to produce more than you consume. Otherwise, you'll be this guy, right? Next step, you have to start taking magnesium. Magnesium and zinc is essential. The reason why you should take it is because it really helps with your sleep, it really helps with focus, and it helps with a lot of other things. So make sure you take magnesium, this is what it looks like, and make sure you take zinc. this is what it looks like if you don't know what it looks like, right? If you take those two, you'll be at a good level mentally. At least for me, it definitely worked. So yeah, make sure you start taking your supplements. It doesn't have to be just magnesium or zinc. It can be vitamin C, vitamin D, and make sure you do your research, see what works for you. Another thing would be, go out in the sun, or have some sun exposure. The reason why you should have sun exposure is because it levels your serotonin and melatonin levels, right? And that basically helps with energy, your mood, your sleeping schedule, and all of those things. Once you get your sun exposure, it mentally, levels you out in a way, right? So make sure you get some sun. You don't want to be indoors all day because that will make you moody and all of that. And if you're not living in a country with sun, then take vitamin D. Make sure you take your vitamin D. That's very important. So yeah, once you stop being a consumer and you start taking your supplements and you get some sun exposure, you want to move on to the next thing, which is Workspace. You really want to have a workspace, and I'll show you my workspace in a second. You want to have a workspace that is private, right? Nobody can disturb you, whether it's your family or anyone else, right? You want to have a workspace that is, that allows you to do your best work, right? So even if it is you spending more money, it's worth it because in the long run, you'll be more productive. So here's my setup right now. So it's the 34-inch LG ultra-wide monitor, right? I use the Bose QC35 headphones, best headphones in the game. Logitech MX Master. I ran keyboard I bought, it looks nice, it feels nice. And then I use the MacBook for the monitor, right? And I have a standing desk, so if I want to push it up, it will go up. If I want to push it down, I can go down. So yeah, you want to have a workspace that inspires you, right? It has to be private and it has to allow you to lock off and do your work, right? So invest in a nice workspace. If you can't have a workspace within your household, maybe rent an office. That's what I did. I couldn't work in my house a few years ago because it was too busy, too distracting. So I had to rent an office space, and that really elevated my business to a whole nother level, right? So you can't be distracted even by your own family sometimes, right? So get a workspace. I don't recommend Starbucks or any coffee spots. The reason why is because there's 100 people moving around you, it's noisy, and you want to focus in so you can't be distracted. So yeah, get your own workspace, try WeWork, and try different places. Essentially now, we've spoken about the little things. Now we're moving on to the big things. How do you become successful? Well, success really comes when you help a lot of people in terms of business, right? If you're trying to make more money, you just have to realize you have to serve a lot of people. Microsoft, everyone uses it, right? The tablets, the laptops. So Bill Gates came up with a product and a service that helps the world. Elon Musk, Tesla, right? A nice car service. Mark Zuckerberg, Facebook, Instagram, we're always on it, right? So you have to be someone that comes up with an idea that can serve the world, right? And once you come up with that, then you can become successful, right? Because you become successful when you help a lot of people, and you can help a lot of people by coming up with ideas, products or services that can help the world. Now, you don't really have to have an idea like Facebook to become successful. You can serve a community, you can serve you can serve a few people. You don't have to go big, but what I'm talking about is like the big success is by serving a lot of people. So let's say you're a fitness trainer. How do you become successful, right? You're fit, you've got 6 packs. How do you, generate income and become successful? Well, the best way you can do that is by not being a personal trainer, right? If you're a personal trainer, it's always one-to-one. It's always 10 people in a week, whatever that is, right? Maximum 30, 40, right? There's only so much you can do, but then how you level up and, scale that success is by having a service that can help the world. So in this case, a course or an ebook or, YouTube videos. The whole world can watch that, right? So if you can come up with a course that can help people lose weight, gain muscle, then you've got a good idea. But then it's very competitive. How do you stand out? That's how you figure that out. So you have to be someone that is always thinking big. I've always been thinking big, and if you think small, then you'll only do small things, right? If you think having a job is all you need, then that's all you really need, right? You don't have to be in hell to realize you want to be in heaven. And what I mean by that is hell in this context is, being broke, you're overweight, you're stuck, and you're messed up, basically. That's what it is. You're a bum, right? And you don't want to be in hell to realize you want to be in heaven, right? And heaven in this context is, you're making the money that you want to make, you're in the shape that you want to be in, you're with the right people, right? And that's a big thing, right? You want to have a circle of influence. That's why I call it a circle of influence, meaning a circle that motivates you, a circle that keeps you in check, and not a circle that becomes your downfall, right? You should rather be by yourself all day than be with the wrong people. Have that mindset. Be by yourself than be with a lot of the wrong people. You don't want to be with the wrong people. Why? Because they're bums. They don't want to go anywhere. They're very satisfied. When you're a consumer, you're satisfied. There's no hunger, there's no vision, and everything seems impossible to you, right? To me, everything is possible if I put my mind to it. And so you have to have that abundance mindset. Everything is possible if I put my mind to it. Everything is possible if I put my mind to it. So it only takes your mind and your hard work to achieve anything, right? Tell me one thing that's not possible without hard work and an abundance mindset. Very little. You can't tell me much, right? And that's another thing. You gotta be persistent. Persistence, is very important. And, consistency is also important. Consistency is the mother of, success. So you have to start being consistent with everything that you do. So make sure you have a good circle. Make sure you have a circle of influence, or be by yourself. I would say 90% of the time, I'm not with anyone, right? I'm by myself, right? I'm not going out or hanging out with people. I'm by myself, and there's nothing wrong with being solo. What's wrong with that? It's not being antisocial. It's being productive, right? It's being productive, and you want to move forward. So to become super disciplined and super successful, you have to sacrifice everything that's weighing you down. So make sure you have a good circle, and make sure you're learning a lot. Have a lot of books in your household. Have a lot of books that you can read, and books that actually help you. Not those fluffy books, not those popular books that mean they don't have any meaning, right? Don't buy those ones. Buy ones that actually help you. I'll recommend some in the screen right now or in the description. Check them out. Buy it, right? Invest in yourself and learn, because the more you know. Here's what I'm talking about. Those that know cannot compare to those that don't know. Similar to a doctor. A doctor knows more than someone that's not a doctor, because he studied for it and he just knows more, right? So you can't do what the doctor's doing if you're not learning like the doctor, right? So those that know don't compare to those that don't know. So, Mark Zuckerberg reads more. Warren Buffett reads more. So I can't compare to him in knowledge, because he knows more and learns more. So you have to learn more, and once you learn more, you start, opening up to other ideas. talking about learning, do you know that I'm giving away free access to my Forex Mastery course where I teach you how to trade from A to Z? This is my most popular course and my most expensive course that I'm giving away for free. So all you have to do is sign up with bit.com. Bit.com is a crypto exchange platform, and you can make an account for free and make a deposit. So all you have to do to get this offer is make a free bit.com account. Once you make an account, send me a Telegram message showing the proof of you making that account, and you'll get 7 days free access to my Forex Mastery program. And let me tell you about bit.com. Bit.com is a crypto exchange platform. It offers good security, 50x leverage, and trust me, it's a platform that you want to be on. So yeah, check out bit.com. It's a very good trading platform and I recommend it. The links will be down below. Use that link, message me, and you'll get 7 days free access to my mastery program. And so the last step is to really repeat everything else, right? You're waking up, sleeping at the right times, you're taking your supplements, you have a good circle, you're planning, you're on, you've got your calendar, you're reading a lot, you have a good circle, and you have a dream, right? Have a vision board. Where do you see yourself in 6 months, 12 months? You know, if you're alive, of course, where do you see yourself? And there's nothing wrong with, you know, seeing the future or seeing that vision, having that vision in your mind so you know where you're going, right? If you don't have a vision or a goal, then where are you really going? That's the question. So have a vision board. I've always had a vision board. I've always had a goal list on my phone and on my different devices. So have a goal list. Where are you going to be in the next 6 months? If you don't know where you're going to be in the next 6 months, then you really have to sit down and understand, you know, there's not much for you in this life. Like, what else are you going to be doing, right? Start making that goal list, start making that vision board, and from there, you'll be successful. It's all about consistency, no matter how, you know, and even in terms of failure, we need to talk about failure. Like, the game only ends when you decide it to end, right? When you stop working, that's when everything stops working. So in your journey to success, you're going to fall, you're going to fall hard, right? But the game only ends when you say it ends, right? So as long as you come back up, as long as you decide, hey, I'm going to give it one more try, I'm going to try it another time, right? You'll be successful, because I can bet the person that is persistent and the person that is always giving it another try will always win. So yeah, I hope you guys learned a lot from this video. It's definitely a different video to what I normally make, but I think someone recommended me to make these type of videos. So let me know if you want to see more of these videos and I'll definitely bring it. So yeah, smash the like button and I'll see you on my next video. Peace.